Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, back once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at this pretty awful, and you'll see what's awful in a minute, this pretty awful, which I believe is a knockoff, I'm pretty sure it is a knockoff, this Stranger Things Demogorgon action figure, which is, I think it's, I'm not sure if it's a knockoff, I don't know if it's just a Chinese knockoff, or if it's based on the Jazzwares version, because it's quite similar to it. I think it's a knockoff version of that, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, as soon as I got it, I knew it was a knockoff. I mean, it's probably a knockoff anyway, because it was only £10 on eBay I got it. So I thought, yeah, it was definitely worth picking up for £10. Because I'm looking, I mean, Stranger Things, I didn't really like the TV series. I'm not much of a fan of it in general. However, the Demon Gorgon character I quite like. I thought it would be really good to add to the collection as a new figure, and I quite like him. So I'm trying to get a little collection going and getting a lot of different figures from that. So I quite like him. As I said, yeah, it's definitely a knockoff. I've got on eBay because the packaging wasn't even sort of like, it just literally was coming apart as soon as I got it out of the packaging. And the card is completely wrong. It says Mike on it, which is clearly not. It's Demon Gorgon. So I'm guessing they sort of, yeah, because that was sort of like loose and it's a knockoff. I'm guessing they sort of, it was just in the maybe warehouse possibly that this came off, and then they've literally put the wrong, it sort of come away at the packaging, and they've sort of somehow got mixed up and then put the wrong card back because it says it's Mike when it obviously isn't. But yeah, it's just all loose. But I mean, for £10, it was a pun. So yeah, it's not so bad. But the artwork's alright. Said the characters there in Stranger Things. So yeah, artwork's alright. And then these are the other characters you get. Stranger Things there. 11, Will, Mike, and Upside Down Will. Funny. So I think the card is actually not that bad, although it's wrong. But yeah, then it's the awful package. But yeah, here's the figure. And yeah, it's. I mean, the figure itself is not that bad. However, I don't think the detail and the paint job in the head area is that great. But I mean, obviously, you can see what it is. And yeah, so the Jazz Wars version or Jazz Wares. I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff of that, but I'm not 100% sure. Kind of looks like it anyway. But yeah, so we've got the head sculpt. They're obviously distinctive. It's kind of like a sort of flower head sculpt, isn't it? It's sort of like, because that actually opens up. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be sort. I'm not sure if the head sculpt's actually supposed to be like a flower, because that opens up in the TV series. That opens. There's sort of a version where you can get the head sculpt, and it sort of closes and it opens up. I think there's a plush doll that you can get, which you press a button and then it sort of opens and closes. But I think it looks better like this. But yeah, there's the head sculpt. As I said, not really that greatly painted in detail, but obviously you can tell what it is, even though it's not got any decent detail there. There's the back of it. The body, quite basic, just painted sort of like whatever colour that is, like light brown, is it, or so, whatever it is. Quite basic. Obviously the markings and stuff there, but not sort of like any standout sort of colour or any detail there. Just a plain light browny colour. There you see the body there on the back. There, the arms. long fingers. Yeah, really long fingers. And generally just oversized hands with long fingers. Yeah. The legs, obviously quite long and lanky. And then strange, like sort of tree, trunky kind of legs, sort of, yeah, 4 toes, whatever it is. Yeah, but it's kind of like, they kind of look like sort of tree trunky kind of legs. Sort of got this sort of like tree sort of like body with like a flowery type head sort of going on. Very bizarre design. It's got a peg hole there to get display stand for it. So if I knock off, you still get a display stand. So at least you can display it. At least some stuff, even some good figures, you don't even get display stuff. I mean the Chucky that I've just done the review on, you don't even get a display base with this. So for a knockoff, at least you get display base, so you can display it. So can't fault that. A NECA charge for their display bases. So for £10 knockoff, at least you get display base. Could have been worse. You could have got played knockoff and just have a figure that just literally is going to fall over. But yeah, quite basic. Articulation is, I think it's quite basic. The arms don't go left or right or anything. They just go literally up and down like so. There's no joint in the elbow, no joint in the hand, so very limited movements, only literally up and down. The head just moves side to side, left to right, no up and down. There's no articulation at all in the body. The legs, and I'm assuming they just go up and down, which they do. They don't go left to right. Absolutely no way that's going to happen. So literally, yeah, both legs go up and down. There's no joint in the knee, no joint in the foot. So articulation is pretty crappy, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, end of the day, it's a character that's sort of, I guess, quite limited on the movements anyway, and sort of, but I mean, it is what the character is. It's just quite a simple thing, and for £10, I think it was just worth picking up. Yeah, not too bad. You don't get any. There's no accessories. I don't think the Demogorgon even has any accessories. So no accessories. The only thing is the display base. But yeah, again, which why not actually? We've got a problem. Oh, it does go in. I thought it was getting a display base, but it didn't actually come in the foot. But it actually does with a bit of force. It does actually go in, and the camera's the right way. Yeah, actually okay. Yeah, stands in the display base, and at least I mean, for a knockoff that's £10, at least you can actually display it if you was gonna. Which I might maybe find a place for it to go like that, since that does display alright, and that's because there's no issue with it falling over. So yeah, I mean, for a knockoff display base, it's actually not that bad. Packaging really terrible, just falling apart, but yeah, it's alright. And the figure itself is quite solid. It's not like one of them really knockoffs where it's loose. Those really rubbish ones where they're all loose. Because I was a few that were really terrible. And for a knockoff, this isn't that bad. So apart from the packaging, Figure might not be that greatly painted, but it's actually alright. I was said for £10, display base, figure is solid, no loose joints. It's not that bad. As I said, for £10, I think it certainly is worth it. So yeah, overall thoughts, it's alright. And as I said, for £10, it's not something we've paid 20 or 30 weeks out or complete waste of money. For £10, I think it was definitely sort of worth it. And as I said, I was looking to pick up more of these things, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. So guys, I think that's going to be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.